Cosplaying in a cosplay. Cosplayception? Well, you could call it that. And I wanted to try it. While I was at the Cherry Blossom Festival in the Gardens of the World in Berlin, I wanted to see what it would look like wearing the outfit of one of my absolute favorite video game characters ever while wearing my fursuit. Long and behold, meet Lupigi. I always loved and adored this naive and clumsy little plumber. I even prefer him over Mario, so I decided, you know what, why not? After all, it was an event with many cosplayers involved, so I decided, why not dress up Loopy as that? I figured it would make many people smile because they recognized the character, and now he's more fluffy than ever. I think the head and the little mustache in front of my nose really made it special. And honestly, I was expecting some other people to dress up as Mario and Luigi, so I'm happy when we saw them. It was brilliant to see how many people were inspired because of my costume. Some of them did the famous jump with me, doing the woohoo sound that you definitely know from Mario and Luigi. Some others were asking me if I enjoyed being defeated in Mario Kart the other day, because that's where they know Luigi from mostly. And yes, Luigi is my main in Mario Kart. And even more asked me whether or not I found my brother Mario, referring to the Luigi's Mansion games. So I did my very best trying to portray the character with movements and gestures that you would know from him, showing that I'm clumsy, maybe sometimes scared, a little nervous, but overall very friendly and the plumber that we all know and love. While adding a little bit of my own touch to it since I was still loopy, take it as some sort of dog Luigi crossover cosplay thing. It was a little bit complicated acting as one character, acting as another. You picking up what I'm putting down? So I was still acting as Loopy, who acted as Luigi. And I think that was adorable and led to some very lovely interactions with people, strangers, adults and children alike, as well as my beloved fursuiter buddies. I dressed up this way on both days of the occasion, and I had a blast whenever I did. On day 1, on Saturday, I only was cosplaying as Luigi for about maybe 2 hours maximum, while on the second day, on Sunday, I was cosplaying as Lupigi for way longer and with more fursuiters around me. But on the first day, I was mainly with my friends and spotters, as a small group of people basically walking around. On the second day, it was a bigger group of fursuiters walking around, and I was probably the reason we were a bit slow sometimes, which of course I want to apologize for. After all, I did get recognized by a lot of children that stopped us to take photos, which I don't mind personally, but I understand if it gets annoying after some time. This was even more emphasized by the fact that there were so many people attending this event. It would be a lie if I said I wasn't surprised by the amount of people there, but it's not often that you have fantastic celebrations and events like this in your closer area. So I figured I wanted to make the best out of it and have some fun myself, bringing smiles, happiness and joy to others in the process. I already enjoyed the interactions when we stopped and paused for a moment in a specific place. While walking around is fun as a crowd, taking these breaks at some places in order to pause and have some fun with people standing around and watching us definitely is worth it. It's a little more personal too. It does give us time to actually get closer to the people and visitors of the park, because if we were just walking, they would have to either walk with us or watch as we pass them. So I think the event and the groups we were in were actually nicely balanced. It was certainly far from being flawless, but I have to admit that seeing so many friendly and kind children that were so respectful and polite was a very pleasant surprise. There were rarely any occasions that made us feel uncomfortable, and I appreciate that. And of course we can't forget about the funny little scenes that we sometimes improvised in order to entertain the people around us. Sure, a lot of energy goes into these, and it can be exhausting to a certain extent, but it's all the worth it. I'd do it over and over again if it was for the smiles and laughs for people, because after all, this is something you don't see every day. Fursuiting is not really comfortable per se, and you need to put a lot of hard work into this, but it is truly special. And for us, it's a great and fantastic opportunity to live out this gorgeous hobby. You could really say these events are truly magical. And just seeing all the happy people and how we brighten up their day is definitely the biggest reward ever. I think that's the true reason to have a hobby. To have fun and bring fun. No matter what others say about it. It doesn't have to be about money. It doesn't have to be about fame. It doesn't have to be about anything other than just enjoyment. And let's be honest, as long as everyone is staying safe and no one is getting harmed during it, everyone should be free to do what they like. A lot of photos and videos were taken during that time, and I can only express how grateful and happy I am for all of them. I truly look forward to the next event, convention, or other occasion in order to make such great memories and wonderful experiences with friends, fursuit buddies, fursuit spotters, and of course strangers. You never know what happens next, but I'm grateful for all of it. A big thank you to all the fursuiters that were there, to all the fursuit spotters that helped us, and all my friends who made this an absolutely exciting experience. I also want to thank everyone who watched the video until now, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to let me know what you think about the costume or the video in general. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care and stay awesome. See you next time.